Movie review number 1431 is Paper Moon. Paper Moon is a 1973 movie directed by Peter Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich. This movie has Paramount Pictures in it, and I saw this movie on September 1st, 2025 at Regal Cinemas 16 in Deerfield Towne Center in Mason, Ohio. So I'll explain why I was able to see this movie in theaters in a minute, but let me explain to you what the movie is about. This is a 1973 movie released over 50 years ago, and this movie is in black and white. So this movie is about real-life father and daughter Ryan and Tatum O'Neal, who team up as swift con artists Moses Prey and Addie Watkins in 1930s Kansas. Wow, Ryan and Tatum O'Neal they acted together in this movie, and they are real life father and daughter. When Mose is unexpectedly saddled with getting the 9-year-old Addie to relatives in Missouri after the death of her mother, his attempt to dupe her out of her money backfires, and he's forced to take her on as a partner. Swindling their way through farm country, the pair is nearly done in by a burglary dancer and an angry bootlegger. Uh-oh. So here's what happens. So Moses, who is tasked with bringing Addie back to relatives in Missouri, let's just say that Addie has $200 in her name and he spends it. Now Addie is demanding Moses to give her back her $200. And the way she does it, oh, she definitely knows how to act. And I think this might be her acting debut. I'm not completely sure though. But anyway, Moses has no choice but to have her as a partner in his swindling business. Yeah, he is a swindler and he pretends to be somebody to ask people for money. And let's just say he might find a new way to swindle people with Addie along. And so along the way, they meet new people, a dancer and an angry bootlegger that could be Moses' downfall. As Moses is trying to take Addie to Missouri, and let's just say he and Addie don't exactly get along with one another at the beginning, they have a soft spot for each other. And it makes me wonder what will happen when they do get to Missouri. If they do. I told you there was an angry bootlegger that might be on their trail. I won't say what happens, but let's just say Moses' swindling schemes might go a little too far. That's all I'm going to say. But I thought it was a pretty good movie. So this movie has Ryan O'Neal as Moses or Mose Prey, Tatum O'Neal portrays Addie Watkins, Madeline Kahn portrays Trissy DeWitt, John Hillerman portrays Deputy Harden / Judge Harden, Button Gilliam portrays Floyd, P.J. Johnson portrays Imogen, James N. Hornell portrays the Minister, Noble Willingham portrays Mr. Robinson, Randy Craig portrays Leroy, Hugh Gillen portrays the Second Deputy, and Rosemary Wunbury portrays Aunt Billy. Now, you are probably wondering, why is the movie called Paper Moon? Well, let me explain without spoiling too much. So there's a scene in the movie where Addie gets her picture taken and she sits on a paper moon. I'm not kidding. She sits on the moon. She asks Moses to be in the picture with her. He says no. So she gets her picture taken and she has a photograph of it. And let's just say that she keeps it with her in case in case she and Moses depart. And I really like that picture. It basically is the reason why the movie is called Paper Moon because of that scene. But yeah, this was a very good movie. Now, you're also wondering how in the world did I got to see this movie from 1973? Well, let me explain. Regal Cinemas is doing a new thing this month. It's called Month of Masterpieces, Will they have a new? Will they pick a different movie each day? That's right, considered a masterpiece by critics and audiences, and they show it in videos for that day. Like September 1st was Paper Moon, and at the time of this movie review, I have seen several other movies in their month of masterpieces, like Dark Day Afternoon, Doctor Strangelove, Taxi Driver, and The Thing, the original version. Now, there were some movies that I have seen in this one before, like The Dark Knight, Interstellar, The Departed, and Goodfellas, and Inception, and others. It's going on through all month. Now, hopefully, well, I looked at the list. Some of them I have seen in this one before, like Seven, Do the Right Thing, Pan's Labyrinth, and others. But there are some I'm definitely excited for. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to see yet, but we will see. But yeah, I really like this movie, and I definitely think it's very good. I definitely am glad I got to see this movie. So that's my movie review of Paper Moon, Precinct 2 in this movie review. Alright, goodbye.